Immediately, it was just a feeling of panic because the money just doesn't exist.
In the pandemic, Gabi Reese and her boyfriend moved to their dream city from small town Pennsylvania. Get engaged. Life in Denver is #goals until the realities of living in this Instagrammable metropolis sets in.
Then out of the blue, he kind of hit us with, okay, it's gonna be $2,500, and he was a real estate agent, and he was like, and if you don't wanna pay $900 more a month, then you're gonna have to buy a property from me.
Gabi's rent went from $1,600 a month in Thornton to $2,500, a 56% increase. Take it or leave it.
We just felt like really at a loss, like there was nothing that we could do. It happens in such a short amount of time. It really does. Like the pressure is applied, and then it's like you have to act fast, and it's really overwhelming.
Gabi was forced to move further north. Her story is a dime a dozen.
But if there are people who are willing to spend the $900 more, then that won't correct.
Realtor Kelly Moy says skyrocketing rent is a matter of inventory and demand. Denver and the Front Range is stuck in a lack of inventory issue.
You just have so many, especially young people, who want to move here that we just don't have enough apartments and townhomes and rentals to cover them all.
Renters are really vulnerable right now.
Jennifer Fox and Caleb Dickinson own Fox Property Management in Louisville, one of the largest housing providers in the state.
Our occupancy rate is at 96%. So we don't have vacant properties. You know, when we put something out there, it gets rented.
A quick sweep of Zillow will make your head spin. Rent.com says the average price for a studio in the Lohi neighborhood averages $2,163 a month. It's $2,598 in Cherry Creek. $3,083 in the Lodo neighborhood. A studio. Even neighborhoods deemed more affordable in the past have hit all-time highs. The vacancy rate in Denver is just over 4%.
People are looking at these inflated prices that are put out on the market, and they are, in good sense, anybody would look at it and say, oh, well, my place must be also worth that. And so it is just naturally inflating the rental market.
Caleb says rent generally increases about 3 to 5% each year. In 2022, they've seen it go up 20, 30, 40, or like in Gabi's case, over 50%.
But just people who are living in their homes, paying their rent, taking care of their space, are going to be evicted by rent increases because landlords know they can get higher rent. And there isn't a support structure for a renter who just got their rent raised.
If you're priced out and you manage to find something you can afford, good luck being the chosen one to sign a lease.
It's incredibly competitive. It's just like it is if you're buying a home. So most renters are competing with, up to 50 to 60 other applicants.
Kelly Moy recently had 64 applicants in less than 48 hours for this Westminster townhouse.
The applicants were so overqualified for this place, and the amount of interest was really unbelievable.
Kelly rented the townhouse to someone who paid rent for nearly a month before moving in.
And it's one of those sort of rich getting richer, poor getting poorer. We're having inflation all over the place. And so what an owner says is, well, my costs are going up, I'm going to increase my rent. But that puts 100% of this inflation cost on the tenant, who is not necessarily in the best position to take on all of that inflation.
Fair? No. Reality? Oh yeah.
I think likely we've set a new bar, and I think it's going to be hard to come down from that bar, but I'm not sure that it will necessarily keep going up. But I think a correction may not be likely.
While the rental landscape is daunting, our experts do have a bit of advice. They say lock in a 2-year lease term if that's an option for you. Think about areas of compromise. Do you really need that garage or the walk-in closet? Get a roommate. Realtors are even seeing families joining forces to afford homes that fit the lifestyle they want to live. And they also say, this sounds small, but be specific with that application. Make them personal. Brag about paying rent on time and cleanliness, whatever you can do to put yourself ahead of the fray. Because again, 50, 60 people just trying to rent a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment townhome. That is the reality of the situation right now.